Kate Middleton and Prince William's wedding surprise that brought the house down revealed. Kate Middleton and Prince William's April 29, 2011 nuptials were one of the most watched royal weddings of all time, but after their televised ceremony at Westminster Abbey and double kiss on the Buckingham Palace balcony, there were parts of the day the public didn't see. Although there were 1,900 guests in attendance at the ceremony, far fewer made the cut for their two wedding receptions that followed, one hosted by Queen Elizabeth for 650 guests and a second hosted for 300 by the groom's father, Prince Charles, now King Charles. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. The latter, smaller reception was held in the throne room of Buckingham Palace, and in his new book Catherine, the Princess of Wales, royal biographer Robert Jobson said one guest described the evening's celebrations as the most magical party imaginable. Only William and Kate's closest inner circle of friends were invited, Jobson writes, and a live band led by Ellie Goulding, one of the couple's favorite artists, led the entertainment for the evening. Goulding sang Elton John's Your Song to mark their first dance, and afterward, Goulding called the experience scary. I was so nervous, she said, per Jobson's book. My hands were shaking. After performing Your Song, Goulding performed several more selections, including her hit Starry Eyed and a cover version of Mr. Brightside by The Killers, another of William and Kate's favorites, Jobson writes. People previously reported that the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Cambridge also sang and danced to the Beatles' She Loves You before fireworks capped off the evening. William and Kate were in the middle, giving it their all, a guest told People back in 2011. They really went for it. They were in the full party spirit and stayed until the last minute. For the evening's finale, Prince William and Kate had a special surprise up their sleeves, Jobson reveals in Catherine, the Princess of Wales. They stood holding hands in the middle of the dance floor grinning, then suddenly the opening bars of the song You Are the One That I Want from the musical Grease came booming out, Jobson writes. William and Catherine then began dancing around, pointing at each other, and mouthing the words with the style of the lead characters Danny and Sandy. It brought the house down. People reported back in 2011 that guests were then asked to go out to the fine lawns behind the palace for another surprise. There, a Fiat, a classic Cinquecento model, had been decked out with balloons all over it and an open top, a guest said. They squeezed into it, sat out on the roof, while one of the servants drove the car and drove off along the gravel paths. Then the fireworks went off. There were big ones, but it was only for 2 minutes. While Prince William and Kate drove away, they didn't actually leave the premises, People reported, and as their guests left at 3 a.m., it left the newlyweds as the only guests at the palace, Jobson continues. The Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood, which Princess Kate created in 2021, announced on July 25 that it was delighted about the launch of the Baby Bank Alliance. The new community unites over 300 baby banks across the UK to provide supplies to families in need. The organisation shared several photos on Instagram of Princess Kate, 42, visiting baby banks between 2022 and 2023. One snap was from an outing that took place before Christmas where the royal brought her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The image showed Kate and her daughter looking through items as they volunteered at the baby bank near their Windsor home, where George, 11, Charlotte, 9, and Louis, 6, joined their mom in sorting clothes, toys and essential goods for children and families. You can see how rewarding this kind of work is knowing you are helping out others, Princess Kate said in a video from the outing, putting her arm around Prince George's shoulder. Footage from the visit was filled with adorable moments, from Prince Louis excitedly dubbing a gorilla toy as a big guy to Princess Charlotte laughing with delight, as she saw a baby onesie decorated in Welsh flags.